You were taught that energy is just a spiritual word, something for mystics, gurus, and people who wear too many beads. They told you real life is about what you can see, count, and buy: money, status, productivity. Everything else they called fantasy. But that was the first lie. Energy is not abstract. Energy is the invisible structure behind every breath you take, every thought you repeat, every pattern you can't escape. You already know this. You feel it when you walk into a room and sense something is wrong before anyone says a word. You feel it when someone stares at your back and your whole spine lights up. You feel it when one person calms you just by being near, and another exhausts you in 5 minutes of conversation. This is not coincidence. It's a language. This is the language of energy. A constant broadcast you've been tuned into since you were born. But no one ever taught you how to read it. You grew up in a world that worships logic and performance. You learn to value your IQ and ignore your intuition. You were trained to trust spreadsheets over sensations, and to label everything you can't measure as nonsense. But what if that wasn't neutral? What if numbing your sensitivity to energy wasn't an accident, but a design? Because here's the truth. You are a transmitter. You are broadcasting all the time, with every thought, every micro-emotion, every breath. Your inner state is not locked inside you. It radiates outward into what ancient Hermetic teachers called the field, the divine flow. You don't just feel life, you shape it. Most people feel like they're pushing reality uphill and getting nowhere. Not because they lack effort, but because their energy is scattered, distorted, out of alignment. They send a foggy signal, and the field answers with static. The greatest trick was convincing you that energy is just spiritual, so you'd never learn how to work with it. Because once you understand that reality doesn't move from outside in, but from inside out, control slips out of the hands of systems, institutions, and powers that profit from your confusion. You are already broadcasting. The only question is, are you doing it by accident or on purpose? Imagine this. You are not just a person walking through the world. You are a signal, a living transmission tower in human form. Every thought you repeat, every emotion you refuse to feel, every memory, every fear, every quiet hope, all of it becomes a frequency. And that frequency doesn't stay inside you. It leaks into everything. Ancient Hermetic teachers called you a microcosm of the universe. Body, soul, divine spark. Not as separate pieces, but as levels of one system through which energy flows. When your body, emotions, and mind are aligned, your signal is clear. When your mind wants one thing, your emotions live in the past, and your body is frozen with tension. Your signal becomes noise. You say you want change, more love, more abundance, a different life, but the field, the invisible fabric of reality, doesn't respond to what you say you want. It responds to what you are. You can write affirmations all day, but if your core frequency is fear, scarcity, and self-doubt, that is the signal you send, and the field simply mirrors it back. Thoughts are not just inside your head. In Hermetic terms, A thought is a vibration. Repeat it often enough. Charge it with emotion, and it becomes a structure, a blueprint. Soon that blueprint hardens into belief. I am not enough. People always leave. Money is hard. Once it's installed, your energy field rearranges itself around it, and your life begins to follow the script. Most people live in invisible cages made of beliefs they never consciously chose. They think they're seeing reality, but they're really looking at the echo of their own signal. Hermetic wisdom doesn't flatter you with comforting stories. It tells you something harder and far more powerful. You are not just experiencing life. You are broadcasting it, moment by moment, breath by breath. The question is not, why is this happening to me? The deeper question is, what pattern in me is still being broadcast, that life keeps mirroring back? When you finally see yourself as a signal, everything changes. Blame fades. Power returns. Because if you are the broadcast, you can also rewrite the code. Your energy field is like a room you live in 24/7. You can't see the dust, but you feel it, as heaviness, as anxiety without a reason, as a constant, quiet tiredness. Every conversation, every argument, every doom scroll session, every time you swallowed an emotion instead of processing it, it leaves a mark in your field. Energy is sticky. It clings to unprocessed feelings, old stories, and constant tension. And if you don't clean your field, it doesn't just disappear. It solidifies inside you. The ancients knew something we forgot. Cleansing is not a luxury. It's survival. Cleansing starts with the simplest thing you have, your breath. Not just breathing deeper, but breathing consciously. Inhaling clean air, exhaling the weight. Imagine every out-breath carrying out static, tension, and other people's energy. This isn't fantasy. This is intention guiding energy. Add water, and the effect multiplies. Salt baths, cold showers, natural rivers and oceans. Your body knows that water is a portal for release. You don't just wash your skin, you rinse your field. But once you clear the dust, a new question appears. How do you keep your field yours? This is where protection begins. Not fear-based walls, energetic boundaries. Imagine a sphere of light expanding from your center, transparent, strong, permeable only to what resonates with you. Do this often enough, and your nervous system begins to believe it. Your body starts to respond as if this boundary is real, because for your field, it is reality. But no matter how clean and protected you are, life will bring density, loss, fear, anger. The point is not to avoid them, it's to alchemize them. Picture a steady flame in your core. Feed it your anger instead of dumping it on others. Feed it your fear instead of letting it paralyze you. Let the fire transform heavy into clear, not by denying the feeling, but by giving it a new job. This is forgotten mastery. Not running from life, but walking through it without absorbing every wound. You clear, you protect, you transform. And slowly, the room you live in your field becomes a place where you can finally breathe. Most people think thoughts are harmless, just noise inside the skull, ghosts that come and go. But Hermetic wisdom was never that naive. To them, a thought was not a ghost, it was code. Every thought is a micro-vibration. Repeat it enough times, add emotion, and it digs a groove in your field, like a needle carving a track into a vinyl record. Soon, energy has no choice. It follows the groove. The track plays automatically. Beliefs are just thoughts with seniority. I always ruin everything. Love never lasts. I'm just not the type to be successful. These are not facts. They're scripts. And your energy field has been running them like software. Hermetic teaching flips the whole picture. Your inner world is not a reflection of reality. It's the blueprint. Reality is the echo. When your thoughts are scattered, contradictory, full of fear and self-attack, your field becomes scrambled. You try to build a life of clarity on top of an energetic glitch, and you call it bad luck. Visualization, done properly, is not daydreaming. It's conscious coding. When you hold a clear image, infuse it with feeling, and return to it again and again, especially in altered states, before sleep, after breath work in deep calm. You're sending a structured signal into the field. Emotion plus repetition equals an installed program. But there's a catch. If the rest of your inner world is chaotic, the signal splits. You imagine peace while living in constant anxiety. You visualize abundance while rehearsing scarcity in your head. The field doesn't punish you. It simply can't respond to conflicted code. One frequency cancels another, and all you get back is noise. Mental discipline is not about never thinking negative. It's about finally realizing your mind is a transmitter. Every thought is a frequency. Repeated often enough, it becomes a command. You've been coding your reality your entire life, mostly by accident. The question is, what happens when you start doing it on purpose? I choose what runs in my field. You were told your body is just a machine, a vehicle. At best, something to sculpt. At worst, something to be ashamed of. But Hermetic tradition saw your body differently. Not as a problem, as an altar. This is the most precise, most responsive, most magical instrument you will ever touch. Every breath, every step, every gesture transmits. You've seen glimpses of this in yoga, in Tai Chi, in martial systems where breath, attention, and movement become one. But before they became systems, they were principles. Principles whispering through Hermetic texts without naming a single pose. When you move with breath and awareness, you are not just exercising, you are broadcasting. You don't do the ritual, you become the ritual. Unconscious movement burns calories and drains your field. Conscious movement rewires it. Your muscles are not just tissue, they are storage. They hold memory, suppressed tears, unspoken anger, years of "I'll deal with it later." Ever cried for no reason during a stretch? That's not weakness. That's data leaving the system. Posture is not just aesthetics. It is geometry. A collapsed chest strangles your breath, folds your energy, whispers to the field, I am small, don't see me. An open chest, grounded feet, relaxed jaw, tell a different story without a single word. When breath, thought, and movement align, your signal amplifies. You become a broadcasting tower. That's why a dancer can move you to tears without speaking. Why a true martial artist in flow seems untouchable. They tuned their physical expression to something larger than muscle memory. You don't need crystals or altars to work with energy. You are the altar. Your breath is the ritual. Your will is the wand. The question is not, can I move energy? You already are. But the question is, will you do it by design or by default? Here is the hardest truth Hermetic wisdom offers. Life is not happening to you. It is happening through you. Every relationship, every repeated pattern, every why, always me moment is not a random punishment. It's a mirror of a pattern in your field, in your energy. You can spend your whole life blaming everyone and everything. Your parents, the system, the economy, karma, or just plain bad luck. And the universe will keep agreeing with you, because your signal, your frequency, is broadcasting one clear message. I am powerless. Your words, your thoughts, your beliefs become the very chains that bind you. Or you can ask a more dangerous, a more powerful question. What if I am not just the victim of the pattern, but its generator? This is the turning point. This is where victimhood ends and sovereignty begins. Sovereignty doesn't mean nothing hurts you. It means nothing owns you. Not other people's expectations. Not old stories you tell yourself. Not the invisible scripts written for you before you could even speak. Modern systems, our entire culture, can be afraid of sovereign people. Why? Because sovereign people are terrible consumers. They don't chase approval with price tags or filtered social media posts. They don't outsource their power to gurus or talking heads. They stop asking for permission, asking, do I have the right? And they start living as if they are the right. Energy doesn't care about your titles. It doesn't obey your diplomas or your bloodline. It answers to one thing and one thing only, your signal. Are you aligned or are you split, internally divided? You can desire love with all your heart, while your energy field still broadcasts the frequency of unhealed betrayal. You can dream of a life of purpose, while consistently silencing your own voice to keep the peace. You can crave profound change, while your nervous system is stuck living in survival mode, replaying the same old fears. When your inner world contradicts itself, your signal fractures, and fractured signals create chaotic realities. This isn't because the universe is cruel or punishing you. It's because the universe is precise. It is an impeccable mirror, always reflecting the state of your inner world. So, how do you fix it? Alignment is not a mood. It's not a fleeting feeling. It is built. It is constructed, breath by breath, decision by decision. Tiny, honest action by tiny, honest action. It's in the small moments, journaling your real thoughts instead of suppressing them, taking a conscious breath before you react, moving your body with intention, setting a boundary even when your voice shakes. Making a new choice that honors who you are now, not who you were. Every single time you stop feeding an old, draining loop, like answering that toxic phone call, or saying yes when you mean no, you reclaim your energy. Every time you choose what feels real and true over what feels easy or expected, your frequency sharpens. It becomes clearer, stronger, more coherent. And when your signal becomes stable, unwavering, reality doesn't need convincing. It doesn't need to be forced. It simply reorganizes around you. Things start to click. The right people show up. The old problems fade away. You don't have to burn the old world down to escape it. You just have to stop leaking your precious energy into it. It's that simple and that profound. Reclaim your breath, your thoughts, your movement, your daily rituals. Live as if your energy shapes everything around you, because it does. You are not here to beg the universe for scraps of power. You are the current. You are the circuit. And you are the conductor of your own life's orchestra. Stop waiting for permission. Become the signal, and watch the world learn your frequency. If you're still here, watching my videos, I want to say something simple. Thank you. In a world of endless noise and distractions, the fact that you choose to spend your time here means more than you can imagine. It means you're one of those rare people who wants to go deeper, question reality, and look inside yourself, not just outside. I'm honestly happy that there are people who share these interests, these questions, this search for meaning. So if you feel this space resonates with you, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone who might need it. Your support helps this content reach more people who are also quietly searching. Thank you for being here, really.